Good evening, racing fans, and welcome to FSB Racing Live with the Penn Street Stock Series at the legendary Chicagoland Speedway in Joliet, Illinois. I'm your host, Sam Young, and tonight it's the stars of Riding Dirty and the boys from Penn Racing League as they take on the famous Blues Brothers track, Chicagoland Speedway. I want to thanks to Alex Razor and the guys from Alborn. They got great music. Check them out on YouTube and Spotify. Tonight's race is sponsored by J&E Bail Bonds, as well as Capone's Safe and Vault. Nothing to see here. And to add to the pie, we have two additional Pick 3 sponsors, Mike and Sue Cup's Signature Concrete, with J-Dog Seams Carpentry also contributing to the possible lucky winner of the Pick 3. The driver who picks the top 3 finishers in running order wins the pot, and the pot is determined by how many cars we get tonight. Well, we're going to get right to the starting lineup. It is a big starting lineup. Let's look it over here. Well, I don't know what to say here. Rusty Greer. Sounds about right to me. Let's put the camera on him. He's got the pole just about every race I've broadcast. Super bad fast. I hope to see him at the end tonight. So starting position number 1, Rusty Greer. Number 2, Jonathan Bergeron, if I don't have, hopefully I said that right. Steve Rexon, number 70, is going to be starting 3rd. Our league owner and definitely extraordinaire driver, because he's right up there in 3rd. Jerry Mogard in the number 10 car is going to be starting 4th, winner of last night's FSB race. Mike Sukup, Soup Cup man, Mike Sukup in the 45 starting 5th. Brent Mecky's starting 6th in the number 66. Sean Patrick in the number 17 will be starting in the 7th spot. John Canizero in the 777 starting 8th. Riley Duncan in the 97 will be starting 9th. 10th will be Jack McKee in the 67. Brandon Kiger starts 11th in the 85. Matt Pelletier in the 77 12th. Gerard Lawrence starts 13th in the 27 car. David Malji, the 14, starting 14 in the number 3 car. Miles Robinson in the number 24 starting 15th. Brent Thompson is starting 16th in the number 045 car. Good to see Brent out there. John Procaccio, good to see him too. Number 62, starting 17th. Travis Soup Cup man, starting 18th, number 16. John Canizero Sr., starting 19th. Good to see Senior up here tonight. Number 151 car. My buddy Pops James Margison, starting 20th. And the number 99. Lawrence Smiley, starting 21st, and the 23 car. Andrew Wallace in the 371, starting 22nd. Robert Colgan of the infamous, these are pinned, definitely the Plum D Pipes. I can't never say it, Robert. I hope you give me Plum D's Pipes Broadcasting. Good to see you, Robert. Great job last week. He's starting 23rd in the 94 car. Sean Andrews starting 24th in the 4. David Washington starting 25th in the 34. And I think to round out the field is Art Hendren in the 26th spot in the 37 car. Good to see all these drivers tonight. Joliet, Illinois, home of the Blues Brothers. We have J&E Bail Bonds just ready for anybody that wants to get in trouble tonight. So let's take a look at what we got. Hey, let's put the camera on a car. Wouldn't it be nice? All right, here we go. I'm ready to go racing. I don't know about you guys. We got about 13 seconds left to warm up. Mic check there. Sounds good. We got a good audio. Increase the car sounds for tonight, so hopefully we can have some fun listening to some in-car and get some real crank it up action for y'all tonight. So, going to be a big show, and hope you stick around. At the end, we always do interview the top 3, so stick around for the post-race interviews as you can. Rusty Greer. We're going to put our camera on him right away because I'm fascinated about this guy. He's always up front, starts up front, and he's so close to winning, we got to get him a win. So I'm actually going to pick Rusty tonight. And let's see if he gets on the field here. There he goes. He's on the field now. we go, in the number 7 car. Good to see you, Rusty. Jonathan Bergeron. I don't think I've mentioned your name before. Starting in the number 717 car in the outside pole position. So, I don't know how many. I could check the laps here. I forgot. I'm so sorry. Not the greatest host tonight. 75 laps. And we are going to have a halfway caution, I'm going to guess, about lap 37. That is a mandatory caution, and the flag will be thrown unless we hit a caution somewhere in the vicinity right before that. Then Steve Rex will call that the official halfway caution. So it looks like John Bergeron has elected to start in the rear. You have an election here. I don't know. I've seen him pull out. Yep, he's taking the election. So with the top 2 cars, the pole sitter and the outside pole sitter get to pick whether or not they want to start in the back. If they pick to start in the back and come up through the field and win this race, they'll not only get double points, they'll get double money. And I think a trip to Miami is what I heard. Hang out with on Gerard Lawrence's yacht. I heard. I definitely have an invitation. He says if and when he gets a yacht, I can come and see it. This is a vicious rumor started by my buddy Robert Hogue. I gave it up, I'm sorry. It's only a rumor. It's not a vicious rumor, it's actually a pretty cool rumor because they're talking about having a lot of babes on that boat. I'm down by Miami, so if this is true, please let me in on it. Here we go, folks. It's a big 1.5 mile track. They are going to use up a lot of fuel. They're going to get a little bit of drafting help. We were here back, I can't remember, but about the fall sometime, or early winter. Pit Lee came here. I was in the pack, way back in the pack, as we're ready to go green for 75 laps at Chicagoland Speedway, home of the Blues Brothers. Give them a nod. Rusty Greer's going to lead them around. Steve Rex. 70s right behind me. And I'm expecting 2 wide through much of this. So hold on to your seats. Here we go. Rusty Greer definitely taking him down straightaway. The back straightaway. And Steve Rex chose to get to the outside now. He might know something up there with the practice. Jared Mogard is here behind him. So in the mix still they have definitely not, there it goes. I was going to say the 717 was still showing scored, but now he's definitely in the back. There's none other than Jack McKee underneath Stephen Rex, looking for that second position. Being towed by Rusty Greer. Jared Mogard's got a bumper to Steve Rex and is definitely pushing him down the straightaway. We got a 4-car draft on the inside, 3-car draft on the outside. Excuse me, 5 cars, 6 or 8 cars on the inside. Excuse me there. They're going to start getting 3 wide too. Right about this trial is when they're going to get sneaky. Try some 3 wide. Like right about there. Matt Pelletier looking 3 wide down underneath Jack McKee. And right on top of them is the 66 of Brent Meckies. All these are good, fine short track shoes. Let's see how they do on the super speedway. This is a super speedway for a street stock, so I pretty much got their foot in it the whole way. It's a matter of finding the best grip and the best groove. And it's the best setup. These are custom setups. Nobody has the same, well, some do have the same setup. I mean, nobody's forced to drive the same set as in fixed setup leagues. This one's open set. You run what you bring, or you borrow, or you cheat, or you buy. Get yourself a set that might go fast. People in our racing do sell sets. I don't think they sell sets here. It's not the kind of place that sells sets. But they might give you 1 or 2. If you're interested in doing this kind of thing, just check it out. iRacing is a great form of racing. Check out fsbracing.com or the Pin Racing Leagues. Pinned is on Facebook. Rusty Greer holding his own up there up front. Looks like that inside groove might have a little bit of momentum just because they have that 20-car draft going on. But we got 4 on the outside now. 777 joined the club along with Brent Meckies, Jared Mogard, and Steve Rex, who are hanging out on the outside. I kind of figured this is what we'd be in for. Side by side racing for 75 laps. Definitely a super speedway type style race. Let's see what this looks like from Jack McKee's car. Inside his camera. If I can find it. I don't think they're doing much in the way of bump drafting. I bet you it would be disturbing these cars a little too much, but I might be wrong about that. We'll see that. How about we go right up here and see what yeah, they're not really bumping yet. You might see a little bit coming up here. They try not to bump into tri-oval, but I guess they do. Disregard what I said. They do like to bump into tri-oval. Steve Rex on the outside. Thank you, Steve, for the FSB Live sticker on the car. Looks good. Looks real good. Appreciate you letting me come down and broadcast because it's a lot of fun for me. Well, so far, we're keeping it pretty steady. We've got that halfway caution that happens at lap 37, and that will be a mandatory caution. So, oh, we do have a record back, 717, getting involved. This Bergeron looks like it got collected up there. I'm not sure what happened. But we're going to find out right about now. So, slow-mo this thing. The 717 taking it 3 wide. And looks like he is definitely cuts down a little bit on the 24. Just really, the 24 was kind of up there, and the 717, they just collected each other. That's a collection of 2 cars. Racing incident, pretty much. Doesn't look like too many cars getting involved here, so we'll see. Kind of kept it to the inside. And caution is out. I doubt we'll see much action down pit road, except for the people maybe hanging out in the back. My buddy Pops Martinson might want to take advantage of it. He's 2 laps down already. I don't know what happened to Pops. We are back on the court. Rusty Weir doing a good job. My pick for tonight. Come on, Rusty, go get him. As they slow it down behind the pace car. How's Robert Coleman doing? Let's check out Robert. Different car this week. Boy, these guys come out with different paint jobs every week. It's like they just love their paints. I love showing them off, so keep bringing them out, guys. Good stuff. There's a 717. He was involved in that last incident. I can't really say that was either one of them's fault. It was just ran out of racing room there. All right, go to racing. So two guys do choose to come in the 717 and the 94. See the blimp view of this spectacular venue. It's a great track. Definitely want to visit it one day. Loved racing here for years and years, in NASCAR Racing 2003, that simulation, and now in iRacing, it's even unbelievable. It's so fun, so lifelike. iRacing's done a lot to improve over the years, but one of the things that strikes me most is their absolute consistency in laser scanning tracks up to date as much as they can to give us the latest versions of the tracks. And when I say laser scan, I mean they go around with a laser and they're picking up every piece of dirt and pebble and piece of grass and whatever else, every crack in the wall, every angle of the pavement, every type of pavement. It's scanning everything, and they scan the whole track completely, and that's what you're racing on. Whatever the track was the day they scanned it is what you're racing on today. So that's what makes iRacing a lot of fun. And then you've got all the work that they definitely do into the physics of these cars. Every single one of these cars have different sets of physics. And I know an ARCA driver who got into ARCA 2 years ago and said to me, iRacing is dead on with their ARCA car. So That was good to hear. It was fun to hear. It's a real racer. That's Isaac Johnson out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Raced with us, multi-champion with us at FSB. Running the Kenya Midget Series last year. All right, looks like the lights are off the pace car and everybody's lined up, ready to go green. As they go down that long back straightaway, and then you head into the tri-oval. They'll take the green flag. I don't know if the start zone is in effect tonight. We shall find out. But either that, it's up to the might be up to the driver to start the race. Whenever the pace car pulls off, we have a late model series at FSB that says as soon as that pace car pulls off and you feel you can go, the leader can go, and he can go at any time. So let's see if he does. Rusty Greer taking him around. There's the Geico start zone. Flagman is going to throw the flag right there. Green flag's out. So we head into lap 11 of 75 and 24 laps before we get that mandatory caution. There's my buddy Pops coming out of the pits. See the person there. Bob Edison. Glitch. Heading out. He's checking out. Truly a drafting track. I don't know if I'd want to be out there by myself. Got Brent Thompson behind him, and he's out of nowhere. Mike Sukup, Owen Smiley all hanging in that pack. Great shot. The 4 wide down the main straightaway. 4 wide. Well, there's a lead pack of 4 cars, and then there's a gaggle of cars behind them. There's a lot of mixing up, going up back here. These guys are dicey. Now, I'm just going to say there's really no reason to be facing hard here, but I think these guys really want to put on a show for you folks. I'm glad we can do these broadcasts so that family, friends, and potential sponsors can listen. Check us out. I have no words for this except 5 wide. We are 4 wide heading down the main straight. This is going to get exciting. Ooh, we're looking at, there we go, half a wreck. Everybody collects it and saves it. Good job, everybody. Looks like the 717 is back in the mix. Good for him. Shout out to Bergeron. Bergeron Rodeo Ground Series. Of course. These guys like putting on a show. Now, Jared Mogard got kind of caught back there, and this lead pack is taking off the Rusty Greer up there. This is the way you do super speedway racing. You let them guys fight it out there, and you guys line up and make a single path through that air and get a little distance between you and the rest of them. This is what you want to see at the end of the race. This is only lap 17 of 1775, so Rusty Greer up front, 045, Brent Thompson, Mike Sukup, and Lawrence Smiley Good to see Lawrence up there. Good job, buddy. I didn't mention your name. Sorry. One of my favorite drivers here. There's still 3 wide back there. Raise. Like I said, they want to put on a show. Tonight I let the car sounds do most of the talking. I didn't have a tequila tonight. I won't be able to talk as much without my tequila. I got some rum. Just ain't the same as tequila. These guys are continuing to have fun. Lap 19 of 75 coming up on lap 20. Mandatory caution about 17 laps. Those guys are, I don't know if they're checking out up front, but they're definitely getting it on. As Rusty Greer continues to lead Brent Thompson. Brent Suka. Mike Suka. Brent Thompson and Mike Suka and Lawrence Smiley in that lead back. I can't tell you how much I trip over my tongue being I'm a New Yorker. We never did learn how to talk right. We have no R's. That's an R. I was kidding. I've been in Florida so long, I think I lost most of that V up. Rusty Greer, Brent Thompson, Mike Sukup, Lawrence Smiley, Jack McKee, Matt Pelletier, Jared Mogard, Jonathan Bergeron, Steve Rex, and John Canizario are your top 10 right now. We do have a second pack lined up. Here you go. Now we're getting to it. See, that's what you want to see. Now I got a 5 against 4. Steve Rex in there. Jonathan Bergeron, Jared Mogard, Matt Pelletier from the Palms Racing League. 67. Jack McKee. Jack, another favorite of mine. All these guys are favorites. A lot of them race over at FSB Racing in the late model league. Appreciate them. Helped our series grow, for sure. And some of them who race the other series, Xfinity, Cup, and Truck Series that we do have at FSB. We run 4 nights a week. Appreciate all these guys coming on over at FSB when we do. Glad to help them out with anything. Okay, so this might turn into a 7-car pack pretty soon, and that might be trouble for that front pack and lead pack of 4. Get a blimp view. Maybe I wish I could extend that blimp. I can extend this blimp out if you give me some patience right here. Let's extend this blimp. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll just go ahead and see if I can do that for you. Why not? Not too much. There you go. Give you a better view of what's going on. Top 4, you probably hear my wonderful Katie Katcher screaming. She really wants out of that bedroom. If she was out here, she could scream too. So, that might be fun. She has to stay in there for a while. Clean pack is definitely smart enough to say, oh, yeah, look at this second pack. They are closing. I'm going to say they are about 1 second behind. And I'm going to check the scoreboard right now and see if they are closing or not. Looks like it on that camera, don't it? Those guys are lining up in that second pack. Way to go. And the only way you're going to run down that lead pack now is if you do line up. You got a 7-car pack. Oh, we got some people racing back there now, though. Sometimes it just looks too tempting, doesn't it? Yes, it does. John Canizario. He had another great paint job. Good job. That paint. Looks good. And who is running a 3-car? 3-car is... I have a 3 on my roster, so it might be one of these iRacing mix-ups. Because it is brother Camaro. Special paint for tonight. Maybe I missed that one, huh? Special Blues brother paint. It's the David Malje. Good job, man. Love the paint. Infamous Blues Brothers Mobile. With the Taylor running field. Good tribute to both. Blues Brothers and yeah. Like it. How are we doing up now? We starting to close this gap? Those cameras didn't work well. They are getting a little dicey back there. 77 Jack Matt Pelletier and Jack McKee. Bumper to bumper. Bergeron really wants that spot. I don't know whether they were taking it from him or he just really wants it. But he's hanging out for the air pretty good because they're about to catch that lead pack. It looks like it's over for that lead pack. Staying separated. No matter what, these guys are gaining on it. 28 of 75 laps in the books. I've seen that 045 blinking before. It's usually somebody that's not hardwired to their router. Fix that, young man. Right along, no caution flags. Good job for $25. Glad to see it. Oh, Pops just hanging out back. Sorry, Pops, he must have technical issues. I just get the fixes about too outside. Oh, Pops, sorry about that, buddy. How's Bob Kogan doing? Number 94. Back there, 19 people, they're all lined up now. It really doesn't matter if you're in a big pack. As long as you're on a lap down now, you're in good shape. There's the caution flags on the fly, about 5 laps, 6 laps. Put them in, after up. And let's get these things sorted out. Close them up. That's when I bet it's going to get dicey. Kind of missed that, folks. Sorry about that. I'm glad the second pack had done it. They were getting racing. Check the top first. Ooh, they're getting a little antsy up there. The 045 swinging back a little forth a little bit. Tries to get a bump from the 777 with John Cannizzaro. Looks like Johnny's on the inside now. John Jr. races with his dad. I think that's the coolest. Isn't that the coolest, racing with your pop? I love that. My dad was interested in this. Oh, that's actually David Malje in the 3 to the inside of Mike's Signature Concrete. 2 cups. 6 of our sponsors tonight. Thank you, Mike, for putting up the cash. That's if somebody wins that pick 3 tonight. We'll find out. The drivers all have like a little pool, and they put who they think will finish 1, 2, 3, and if they do, they pick it. They get $75 tonight. It has not. We haven't given it away yet this season, so I guess the pot keeps rising. I don't know. Shot what's going on. All right, we're about a lap or 2 away from that mandatory caution. Steve Rex is going to throw the yellow flag, and we will come down pit road for servicing, and we're going to go racing really hard. And everybody be packing a pack again. Slap my mic. Three wide down that main straightaway. They have to go down below the apron. It's a flat part of the racetrack, but many drive down there. Now the problem is coming back on a racetrack like he just did. Good job, David Malgi, coming back up like he did. Basically almost door slamming the 777. Rusty Greer doing a fine job tonight. My pick, I hope you do good and win this race. I always like it when my pick wins. And I think you're due, Rusty. Had the poll, I think if there's a poll award, you definitely win it, because there's no way anybody's going to top every night that every night that I've broadcast, you've got the poll. Way to go, sir. That's 717 is back in the mix, John Bergeron. 77 of Matt Pelletier. Jared Mulgar, Brent Thompson, John Canzaro, David Malgi, Steve Rex, and Mike Sukup are in the top 10. And that's you right there in that one shot. There we go. Good, guys. We're going to get a caution very soon. This might be it right about now. If not, it will be the next lap. I believe it's going to be thrown now. Or maybe not. Okay. All right, we're going to lap 38. Do I have my math wrong? Maybe there is no halfway. There it is. Race the caution. Nervous Steven Rex threw the caution flag, as we suspected. It's a bit of technical difficulty there, guys. Sorry about that. So they'll take lap 39 under caution, catch up to the pace car, and next time around they will come around for servicing. Take probably 4 tires, I'd imagine. Some might risk it and take 2 for some track position, we'll see. Takes a long time for these guys to fill the gas tanks in these cars. They're not like the super fast cans that they use in simulation. They slow this down big time. Regular pump jack. The one you have to pump 4 times to get the car up. Lug wrenches. So you get the 4 guys out there with lug wrenches spinning them. Just kidding. I'm sure they have air wrenches. Jack McKee will take him around. He was your leader at the caution. He's going to take us into the pits. There was a technical problem I was having with the camera and being live. I apologize about that, but we are back 100% live now. I don't think we missed much. Jack McKee pulls into his keys. Stall. Let's take a camera look and see who's up front here. Now, here, maybe they did get involved in something. Oh boy, I better check this out. I'm going to miss this. No. I'm not sure what happened there. That's on me. Okay. I think they took stuff already. I'm not sure what's going on there. Anyway. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm live. It was showing weird standings. Jack McKee scored first. I'm not sure what happened to my boy Rusty. Maybe when I was off sequence there, something might have happened. I didn't see anything. I just seen him in the pits. One of the things iRacing does not allow is to have without two different contracts. I won't be able to have two cameras and be able to switch over and have this stay live and have another camera on. Can with two people though. You can share a Zoom. No, it's not Zoom. I'm sorry. Zoom is another thing. We got a Discord share screen. All right, so the 045. It's like getting a wave of some sort. Okay, we'll get wave arounds. Apparently something had happened to Rusty Greer. I wish I had seen that. I apologize for missing it. As the one who comes out first out of pit road is going to be John Bergeron, scored as the winner, as leader, as he catches up to the pace car. Passes some lap cars. Yeah, Rusty Greer is a lap down. Miles Robinson, Andrew Wallace, Lawrence Smiley. I really need to go back to this while we do have a minute, and if you don't mind with patience, let me go ahead and just rewind this really fast and see if we can find out what happened to Rusty, because I'm not quite sure what that was about, and I missed it because I wasn't live, and I might have jumped right over it. And here's him in the pits. He's in the pits a long time. And he chooses to come down pit road. I don't even think he knew that there was a mandatory caution at this point. I'm confused. I don't know what Rusty was doing. I don't, because the caution hadn't been thrown yet, and he just dove into pit road. Oh man, you were my pick, Rusty. Okay, you're gonna have to climb back up. You are the first car. No, you are now on the lead lap. Okay, good for you. All right, see, no harm, no foul. You're still with it. Go get him, Rusty. All right, where's Jared Mogard? Yeah, right there. As it looks like the lights are off on the pace car. All right, we're going back green with about 30 laps to go. As they come around and take the green flag at lap 43 of 75. Here we go. Green flag is out. 7-17, John Bergeron leading him around. Like that paint job. Good looking paint there, buddy. Jack McKee on the outside. 67. Well, they're going to get busy, guys. We'll see it now. Big rival. Matt Voltier, 77. Bergeron, Jack McKee, Jared Mogard, Matt Pelletier, and David Mollister leading around the top 5. 30 laps to go. We were sitting in Matt Pelletier's car. You can see how much they were dancing. The cars dancing around. They're a handful sometimes. At this speed especially. That's the air. A lot of that's air. Movement across the air. The iRacing does try to simulate air movement on the back of the cars. Tunnel testing, they call it, right? Now, these cars do have some draftability. Gain 2 or 3, maybe 4 miles an hour, I think. This is the kind of track where that can happen. Believe me, they're flat out all the way around. 77 getting up on Jack McKee. We gotta go, buddy. Time to go. Well, good job, everybody, tonight. Not one record. Bumper to bumper. Top 4. Brandon Kiger up in the picture now, at number 85. Here it is. Here's Riley Duncan. Haven't said his name all night. Further back in the field, Gerard Barnes, 27. Done a pretty paint job, Gerard. 17 car, Sean Patrick. Good to see you, sir. Jonathan Rivera, 777. Brent Mackey, 66. Let's not forget Johnny Brancaccia. Good to see you. Sponsor. Love to see you there, buddy. Good job. Well, Rusty, we're still up in it. Gotta roll. Coming down to 25 laps to go. Back to that front back. 2 wide. About 10 deep. Can't beat this action, huh? We could throw a blanket over the top 12. 15. See some of these guys using that apron. It's a little tricky to get down on that apron. It can give you some momentum and it does shorten the course, but it also means that you got to get back up on the banking. And that can be tricky, and you can lose a little throttle time getting back on there. Keep your foot in it. But it is a shortcut. Great aerial shot by the FSB blimp. Thanks, guys. Got the good seat. Great shot, fellas. Good bunch of looking race cars, good racing. Glad to be part of it tonight. Stick around. We've got interviews with the top 3 after the race. Once it's been decided. Let's see if we can get a winner for that top 3 pick tonight. There's the Blues bugging the field. 16 cars in that lead pack. John Canizero blinking out there, buddy. Here's the road. $7.17, John Bergeron. Jared Mogard doing a great job tonight. Sticking it in third, keeping it there. Happy to stick right behind the 717, stay in that lead pack. Up to the front to make that move at the end. And I think we're going to see 20 wide at the end. So hang on to that final lap as we come around. 20 to go. FSB Live pin broadcast. Series is doing great. Tonight's a little bit less cars than we've been having. I think we were up to 32 cars, I think. Jared Mogard beat a 31 car field last night. Great job by him. These guys were at the tricky Iowa Speedway last night. We had a good crowd for that. Jared took the win. Lawrence taking second, and Matt Watkins finishing third over there in the Truck Series at FSB on Wednesday nights. Check it out, FSB Racing Live. Bill Minter and Jimmy Redmond. Legendary broadcasting team. Glad I could get them for this season. It was great to have them back and to work with them in the booth. We had them for one pin broadcast, but they are West Coast, so it's very hard for them to get home. This would be a 5 o'clock start for them, and they're just getting off work. Some of us still work there, Johnny Bercaccio. Johnny D's retirees. Can we get him on camera? Where are you, Johnny? Get you on camera there, buddy. Johnny D's retirees. Up in that lead pack. Good job, Johnny. Back up front of him. $15 to go. Coming up on no, my bad. 16. Coming up on 16. If I would just look at my own little racing thing up the top, and it says 17 to go. It's a mystery. Great add-ons from simracingapps.com. Device there, it's FSB Racing, says, but I just having the pin logo up there tonight. Where is that pin logo? Oh, I missed it up there. Now that's clear. There it is. Yeah, we got it now. There you go. Sorry, guys. Pay attention. I broadcast 2 different series on Wednesday nights and then Thursday nights. I had to change it over to pin. But there we go. I know I worked on the post-race show. Now we're going to be working on 14 to go. John Bergeron, can he pull this off? Jack McKee on the outside, Jared Mogard in third, right outside of him in fourth, Matt Pelletier. 3 of David Margin, Stephen Rex back in the picture, and Riley Duncan. That's your top 8. Tiger working his way up there too. Well, we only one winner tonight, so they've done a great job of staying in the pack. We have not had a major wreck. Great job by the Pin Racing League to McCarthy Frequency. Except for the mandatory caution, of course. We had back on lap 38. Still unsure what happened to Rusty while he ducked in. I think maybe he was low on gas. Get an interview with him. They are now tagging each other a little bit there. There's Jack McKee and the 717 of John Bergeron do get together a little bit. Calm down. We've still got a few laps to go, boys. As they stay too wide, 4 deep. Jack McKee coming up now on the outside. 66. Along with Brandon Kiger. This is going to be a very interesting finish because they are all going to take off to the infield and everywhere else and go 8 wide, I'm sure, at the very end here. They're going to do their best. And they'll probably start about a lap or 2 right before. This is just a guess. A lap or 2 before the finish. Coming up to 12 to go. Coming up to 11 to go, actually. John Bergeron. Be the same as John Bergeron. That's Tom Bergeron. I'm sorry. That's the announcer. It's Tom Bergeron. My bad. You probably remember Tom Bergeron, Hollywood Squares and all that stuff. Dancing with Stars, I think, something like that. No, I don't watch that show. I got other people that make me watch. No, I couldn't watch that as a baby. Life is racing. Everything else is waiting, folks. I look at it. Life is racing. Everything else is just waiting. Around it. 10 to go. And now we're starting to look at the 5 wide, 4 wide stuff. A little bit early, I think. But we are definitely seeing people trying to push people to the outside, like the 7 is trying to push the 70s. Here comes the 7. Here comes my pick. He's back on the outside with Steve Rex. They're looking pretty strong. And 66 said, uh-oh, I want to go with you. And mistimed it. He had to go back down. And he would love to be out on that top, on the high side right now, because where he's sitting right now, 6th place. If he can get up on that outside 3rd lane, he has a shot at that 2nd or 1st place run. So right now, it's been Jack McKee and John Bergeron for sure. Second half of the show. John getting sideways there. Getting a little push from Jared. 8 laps to go this time around. Top 10, Jonathan Bergeron, Jack McKee, Jared Mogard, Matt Pelletier, David Malche, Brent Mecke, Steve Reck, Rusty Greer, Brandon Kiger, and Gerard Lawrence getting into the top 10 there. Throw a blanket over them. Do you think we're getting racy now, guys? I see some banging going on. David Malche and the 27 getting back together. Don't mess with the Blues Brothers there, Gerard. You know that's one durable car. To the end. Film's a masterpiece, folks. So we celebrate the Blues Brothers tonight with our sponsors. Capone Safe and Walt. J.E. Bonds. I don't want to take my camera away from this, folks, so I'm kind of leave it where it's at to the end. They're doing a fine job All I can do is sit back and watch, man. Hope you enjoyed the improved sounds, the car sounds this time. None of you guys are going to watch it after the show. We get about 40, 50 people, drivers watching it. I figure that's about 50 people in the stands, ain't it? The way I look at it. If you had 50 views, you had 50 people in the stands. The drivers. Always good to have the drivers. Hey, we've been doing broadcasting at FSB since 2016. Great legendary team of Sean Reap and Milton Miller Jr. Over 220 broadcasts. And now we get to do some pin racing broadcasts. I just started this year. I suck, but hey, it's fun. Like I say, life is racing. Everything else is waiting as we head into lap 4. We're on 5 to go now, lap 4, and here we're talking about that 5-6 wide. Definitely 4 wide. And everybody's looking for a groove. This is where you're going to do it. Rusty Greer on the outside by himself now has some help with the 717. This might be interesting. Here we go. 6 wide. Down the front straightaway. Good job, guys. Oh, we got the banging. And we get back into the groove. Brandon Kiger eases up. Brandon could have definitely taken advantage of that, and he saved the whole evening by not having wrecked this one. 3 is going to wreck. He's definitely in trouble there. And this is going to be a caution. Yeah, the 3 just definitely lost it there. And overcorrects. And when he's coming back around, this time he's not able to save it, as the banking now got it, and he drives right into the door of the 77. I think the 77 might be all right. Keeps going. The 85 is locked up with the 27 of Gerard Lawrence. And this is not a pretty sight, folks. As you can hear, my poor kitty cat is just absolutely freaking out. She cannot stand being out of this seat. Understood? She's older than me in cat years by about 120 years, so she gets whatever she wants. 6 different cans of food a day. Hey, I want something different. She don't need the 6 cans, she just tastes buffet. All right, let's get back up to the front here. Caution is out. We do have a green-white checker tonight, so I'm sure that green-white checker is in play now. Head back around. Jack McKee is going to be your leader as we head around. Good to see Jack up front. Good to see Rusty get back here after... Rusty's back here now. Good for him. Riding in 4th position. Got him scored in 4th, I think. I'm not sure if that's correct or not. Jack McKee. Brent McKee's worked his way up to the front. Jonathan Bergeron, Jared Mogard, the 7 of Rusty Greer, 77 of Matt Pelletier, Riley Duncan, and Steve Rex, John Canizero. See, I know these cars. I'm not even reading that off the score sheet anymore. I'm just looking at cars. I like that. I'm getting to know these guys. We're racing sometimes every week, sometimes every other week through August. The Pin Racing League. Sign up today, race tomorrow, or next Monday. Or Monday is the Robert Colgan's broadcast, Plum Spice broadcast of the Unpinned Racing League, which is the actual what do you call fixed setup league. So they're running identical cars on Monday nights. So it's driver against driver with no setup differences whatsoever. You're getting the same car as everybody else. The same set of tires everybody else gets at the beginning. It's how you work those tires, how you work the wheel, how little you turn the wheel, basically is how it is in iRacing. You want to turn that wheel as little as possible and to make the car go around. Sounds easy, don't it? Come join us and see how easy it is. It costs a little bit of money. You gotta have a decent computer. An up-to-date computer, I should say. An up-to-date computer will run it within the last 2 years. Windows 11. Steering wheel pedal set, you can probably find that for about $200 to $300, halfway decent. They range up to maybe $3,000, depending on how high you want to go in sensitivity, Newton, whatever they are, Newton meters. But you can buy a fairly decent rig for about $300. Come out here and be racing. iRacing costs about I think it starts at about $12.99, $13.99 a month. And if you buy like a year, it's pretty darn decent, like 25% discount. And then you got to buy all these tracks. That's the difference. Now, after you've brought the tracks, you're good to go because you don't have to worry about it anymore. Same thing with the race cars. You do have to buy the cars. iRacing comes with a set of cars. It does come with a basic street stock, like the 7 car of Rusty Greer right now. And you got to buy these other ones, the Monte Carlo looking chassis and the Thunderbird chassis. I don't see many Thunderbirds out here. They're not T-Birds, of course. They call them something else. But all right, are we live? Let's get live. My poor kitty cat is absolutely frantic right now. Absolutely. And we're going to have a green-white checker for the finish. Stick around. We're going to go ahead and have a quick interview with the top 3. As Jack McKee leads them around. Great jump by Jack, and that's all he has to do is just stay there. That might be hard to do, but he's got a great jump. That's a good jump for a track like this. 7:17 right behind him. Got a little bit of a run. He's going to have to work the outside. Jack is not going to give him the inside, and I doubt Jack's going to go down on that flat part of that track. He's going to try to run him up a little bit. It's a great run by the 7:17. He's got some help with Brent Meckies on the outside. Might be. I could not tell you which groove is better. 66 getting a little loose there as we come around. White flag is out. One more lap to go. Jack McKee, Jonathan Bergeron, Brent Meckies, and Jared Mogard in the fight for this win. Jack McKee looking strong. Jonathan Bergeron definitely has some help from the 66, and Jack McKee has help from the 0. Jack McKee is looking strong here if he stays with it. Looks like he's going to get it. It's going to be close, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this close battle down the front straightaway. It's going to be Jack McKee at the line. 7:17. John Bergeron will be second. Great race, fellas. Third was Jared Mogard. Fourth, Brent Meckies. Fifth, Rusty Greer. Good job coming back there, Rusty, from that. John Canizero. 7th was Gerard Lawrence, and 8th, Riley Duncan. 9th, Johnny Boccaccio. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be Brent Thompson. Great job by you guys. As we head into our post-race show, stick around. Top 3. Jack McKee. It's about time I get to interview him. He's one of my favorite drivers. Awesome talent, good shoe. Now let's see if we get Jonathan Bergeron into the booth too. Light him up there, Jack. You're in that one, buddy. Great restart. A little bit of tragedy there at the end. Good stuff, man. Good win for you, sir. Let's see if we get who we're getting in the booth. If we get anybody in the booth tonight. Burning it up. Some of these guys don't know how to work themselves up into the booth. I might have to actually pull them up. Let's see if they can. I don't want to have to mess that up. Anyway, good job, Jack McKee. So, 11th back, Robert Colgan did a great job, came back, finished 11th. 12th was Lawrence Smiley. 13th was Brandon Kiger. 14th, John Canizero Sr. Sean Patrick in the 17th, finishing 15th. Andrew Wallace, 16th. Matt Pelletier, 17th. Stephen Rex, finishing 18th. Miles Robinson, 19th. David Malji in 20th. Travis Sukup in 21st. Mike Sukup in 22nd. And James Margison, 23rd. 24th was Sean Andrews, and 25th, Artie Hendren. All right, looks like we are going to get some more folks in the booth here. Hold on, Jack McKee. I want to talk to you in a minute. Well, I got some other people. I got some other people I want to talk to here first. Jonathan Bergeron. Okay, we got. Oh, start off with Jared Mogard. I'm used to. Hey guys, I apologize. I'm really used to interviewing Jared at the end because he wins a lot over at FSB. So I forgive you for that. Forgive you for the kitty cat that's screaming in the background there. But anyway, So Jerry Mogard, how'd you do tonight, man? That looked like a lot of fun. You really were helping a lot of people out there. I'm sorry, Jared. You guys, I wasn't keyed up for you guys, but welcome, guys. I'm glad you're into the post race show. Jared Mogard, you finishing third. How was your race, buddy? You really helped a lot of people out. I see that tonight, and it was really cool of you to do that. How are you feeling, man?
Yeah, it was a good run. Yeah, it was good. Good race. Fun track. Just get out front there. It seemed like I had people in front of me there the whole time, and yeah, working really good there with JB. Uh, it was kind of weird. Like you don't realize you're hooked up, and a few times there I got him pretty sideways, but he's able to hang on there, and then yeah, kind of chaos at the end, just to be expected. Kind of shook it up a little bit, and then unpinned a few weeks ago. Me and Jack worked really well together, pushing him, and didn't work out there, but was able to get back to him there in the final lap and give him a pretty solid push. I told him I wasn't lifting in 3 and 4 coming to the checkered, so told him just to hang on, and was able to get him the W there. So yeah, pretty cool.
Way to go, Jared. That's the kind of thing I like to see. Good sportsmanship. Way to go, man. And good win last night, sir. Way to go over at Iowa Speedway. Taking the corn last night, buddy. All right, Jonathan Bergeron. I have never called your name that I can remember here, sir. Welcome to the podium, sir. Good job tonight. I thought you ran a great race.
Well, thank you, sir. Well, I've been racing with many of these guys actually in a lot of different leagues, so and including the one I'm running a little bit there with some buddies. So yeah, SOG and just a really nice race actually. Surprised by the long stints we had and almost came to a green pit stop there.
Yeah, well, I would have had to have been a green pit stop. I think there was a mandatory caution. I think at lap 37. I usually they do throw it halfway, but yeah, green flag pit stop with these cars might be interesting. That's a good idea. Jonathan, it was great seeing you run tonight. Where are you out of, Jonathan?
I'm out of Montreal, Canada.
Montreal, Canada, and okay, so it's cold. So it's a good way to
It's
keep
cold.
warm. Good way to keep warm. So how about a shout out to maybe some people, some folks, or some friends, family, sponsors?
Well, big shout out for Steve and Rex. He's always been in touch and being very welcoming. So great gang, good stuff.
Thank you, Jay. Johnny, way to go, man. Jack McKee, I've been waiting to interview you in the Victory Lane for a while, man. Great job tonight. Way to go. What do you got to say about that, man? Are you jumping up and down in the car? I hope you are.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was just so thankful for Mogard pushing me there, even if it was for the last straightaway. But it was a really fun race for sure.
Well, great job, man. I'm always glad to race around you, to announce and to see you up in front because you always put on a good show. And I'm glad to see you finally here in Victory Lane. You deserve this one. And hope you managed to get that pick 3 tonight and talk about the pick 3. Oh, Jack, you want any sponsors, any shout outs?
Yeah, I want to thank Sim Racer Hub, Flamin' Karma Paints, Admin Box, J Dog's Carpentry, and I'm thankful for Steve for putting on the show and for you for broadcasting.
Oh, appreciate you, Jack, for sure. I just push buttons you guys are putting on the show. Way to go, Jack. I love that you have that list of sponsors all ready for me. Good deal. Steve Rex, what's going on, sir? You had kind of a weird night.
Yeah. It just didn't pan out. I caused the big one at the end. There was a big. Well, first I was in a big checkup, right, and I fell back, and then the pack in front of us. I'm like, oh, I don't know if we're gonna catch them, and then they had a big checkup. Cars were everywhere, and I got to run on the inside, and had to use part of the apron, and I got under Brandon, but I couldn't hold it down, and Dave Malgi was right there on the bottom, and I clipped his left rear, and I was hoping he would turn towards me a little bit so I could straighten him out, but unfortunately that didn't happen. That was just one of those racing things, restrictor plate racing on a big track with tight fields, and man, even for open setup, it was there was a lot of cars. There was at least 18 cars that could win that race.
There was no doubt about that, Steve, and that's what I was alluding to. That you guys really did put on a heck of a show tonight. Only that one big wreck, and just a good job by everybody, man, and good job with the league, Steve. Did we get any winners with that pick 3 tonight?
No winners with the pick three. Dave Malchi did have Jack. I was looking good at the end until my screw up because I had Brandon, which was involved in it, and I had Jonathan Bergeron. But yeah, nobody got it. We were actually talking about if we get to the end of the year, we're probably going to say pick like pick five drivers, and whoever matches the most right finishes positions, and we get it,
It could
and you
work.
get it like that, something different.
It could work. You guys have been holding this over. It's kind of like winning lotto. It kind of sort of is. It's, or at least the I would think so. It's almost like winning the three, what is it, 3-digit daily numbers.
Yeah. I would have think I would have won by now, but or at least somebody would have. But we're just not good at picking, I guess.
Where are we next year, Steve?
The next race will be another pinned race on Thursday, April 2nd. So we do have a week off, and that race is going to be at Iowa. And every time we race there, super competitive, side by side. Um, Setups work good on the draft, and so yeah, that's the next pin race, and then um, got a couple weeks till the next unpinned race, and that's going to be April 6th at Nashville Fairgrounds. Um, but yeah, for tonight's race, I mean, we had some big sponsors that come in. Sam, you always help sponsor the league and do the broadcast. We have Tecton Tools that provided us some tools. Um, and then for this race, Dave Miles himself, Capone Safe and Vault Company. They were the original sponsor when we started the season and paid the entire purse for the race. And then
Perfectly fitting for tonight's race. It was hysterical. I'm sorry.
What's that?
It's hysterical. Perfectly fitting for tonight's race. Capone's
Oh,
vault,
yeah, yeah.
That was just between that and the Blues Brothers. Go ahead, Steve.
Yep,
I
yep,
want to
yeah.
hear who else.
Yeah, J&E Bail Bonds picked it up and brought an extra $50, to the league. 35 of it I put in the purse for tonight, and 15 went into the top three. It was $100 tonight for the top three if somebody could have picked it. We get a few more cars and it'll be 150. But tonight's purse, $15 to win, 13 second, 11 third, 5 for fourth, and that's pretty good for a free paid league. So we got great racers, great people, that support the league, and great sponsors. And I can't thank them enough.
Thank you, Steve. This has been a lot of fun. We're going to be broadcasting these right through August. We'll see you in 2 weeks at Iowa Speedway, and who's going to get the corn, man. Thank you, Steve. Any last words?
Nope, that's it. Just everybody enjoy the evening and come out and watch that race and on your broadcast and pound that thumbs up button.
Appreciate you, sir, so much. You have a great night. Good night, everybody. We'll see you in 2 weeks at Iowa Speedway.